Memorial High School Activities Association basketball is on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Tonight from Fort Morgan High School, it is a Tri-Valley League clash between the Skyline Falcons and your Fort Morgan Mustangs. This is Brian Nickel here at the action tonight. The girls come in tonight on a 5-game losing streak, looking to get that turned around tonight. They're only averaging right at 40 points a game, giving up 50. Skylines is averaging 50.6 points a game, giving up 49.5 points a game. But a game that is sure winnable for the Mustangs tonight. They were defeated the first time they played the Falcons 55-52, so a close game, and that was up at Skyline. In that game, Maddie Griffith, had 20 points and 5 rebounds. Lauren Keller with 10 points, and Kelsey Klaus with 7 rebounds in that game. For the Falcons in that game, Alicia Powers had 16 points and 10 rebounds, along with Allie McCrolla. She had 14 points in that game, and Lindry Schindel 11 points and 11 rebounds in that game. So a game tonight that the Fort Morgan Mustangs should be a good game tonight here. So, but the starting lineups for your Fort Morgan Mustangs tonight is senior Kelsey Klaus, along with junior Lauren Keller, junior Allie Christensen. See who else I have out there. Maddie Griffith, also a senior, and getting the start tonight is senior Whitney Frasco. It is senior night here at Fort Morgan High School. So congratulations to those seniors, not only on the court but also managers as well as cheerleaders that were introduced here tonight. So the opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan. And that tip is won by the Falcons. And now here on the 3, and that is up and no good. It's going to be rebounded to Whitney Frasco. For the Mustangs. Keller out on the high left wing, now out front to Griffith. Griffith with the dribble, picks it up. Now Christensen for a 3, and that is up and off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Klaus. And then lost out of bounds. So first turnover here by the Mustangs. Skyline gets the ball inbounds, and bringing up court is Lindy Schindel. Off over on the high side to Charlie Nebb. She's handed it off now to Hennessy over on the far side. She gives it back off to McCrolla. Now into the lane to Powers. Out front with a shot, and that is going to be up and good by Hennessy. So the first bucket of the game belongs to the Skyline Falcons. As the Mustangs pass it around, Frasco on the left side now out to Keller. Keller dribbles down the left side all the way down the lane, and that is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Schindel. She brings it all the way down court, now hands it off to Hennessy. Hennessy being guarded by Klaus out on the left wing. Now underneath inside to Powers, and that is going to be up and good. For Shayla Powers, and now a 30-second timeout is going to be taken here by head coach Mitch Elrick of the Lady Mustangs. Mitch Elrick is assisted by Kaylee Jelinek and Steve Starcer. Skyline's basketball coaches are head coach Kirk Blackard, Caitlin McGinn, and Ashia Grine. So 6:18 left here in this first period of play. The Mustangs have yet to get on the board. So they want to keep this close. Mustangs come in 1-11 in league play, 5-14 overall. Skyline is 6-5 in league, 11-7 overall. So Frasco to inbounds at 2. Keller out on the high left wing. Now back to Griffith. Griffith to Frasco. Frasco on the right wing. She dribbles it up, picks up her dribble now. Looks to get it out to Griffith out at the point. Griffith dribbles it around all the way down to the bucket. Her little jumper is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Powers. Powers gets it into the front court. Hands it off to McCrolla. McCrolla on the far side to Nebb. Nebb's going to dribble down, going to pick it. There's going to be a foul called on the Lady Mustangs. And that will be on Kelsey Klaus, will be her first, team first. So they inbounds just down from mid-court near side. They get it into Nebb. Nebb being guarded by Keller. Nebb off over into the corner now to McCrolla. And wide open underneath is Powers. So lost in the shuffle was Powers. She was wide open for the bucket. Frasco to Keller in the lane. Keller dribbles it, now picks it up. And her shot is going to be blocked and taken away by Powers. Up court with it is McCrolla now on the near side to Hennessy. Hennessy picks up her dribble, being guarded by Christensen. And it's going to be a jump ball, and that should be possession arrow to the Mustangs. So nice job there by Kelsey Klaus to get the tie-up. So 6-0 Skyline with just over 5 minutes to play here. First period, cross court over to Christensen. Now out to Keller. Keller back to Griffith. Griffith for a three, and that is up and off the side of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Hennessy. Powers now brings it up past half court, picks up her dribble. Going to be over here on the near side now to Hennessy. Back out to the point, and she keeps her dribble going, now picks it up. And it's going to be taken away by Keller. And then a foul is going to be called. We'll see who that foul goes on. And that is going to go on Hennessy. It would be her first. Should be a team foul, one team foul apiece. They're getting it right now. Well, must have called a technical foul or something here because Keller is going to go to the line to shoot free throws, and that one is up and good. So the referee was showing like a swinging, like a kicking foul, and that free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. So it does get the Mustangs on the board now, 6-1 with 4:40 left here, first period. So the Mustangs will retain possession. Frasco on the far side. Inbounds to Griffith. Griffith on the near side to Christensen. Christensen picks it up now back to Griffith. Far side to Keller. Keller's going to dribble in the left elbow, and that shot is going to be up and good by Keller off the backboard. Skyline with the ball up court and down the lane, and that shot is going to be up and good by Schindel. 8-3 now. Shot from Griffith is going to be off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Schindel. And now a foul is going to be called on the far side. I believe that's going to be on Griffith. It will be on Maddie Griffith. That will be her first, team second. Skyline to inbounds. Far side just down from mid-court. Get it back into the hands of Powers. Schindel over on the far side is going to dribble up to the point, pick up a dribble. Now he's going to look underneath. That's going to be to McCrolla. McCrolla is going to back it out on the right wing. Tries to get it underneath, and that was off of Powers and out of bounds. Nice job under there by Whitney Frasco. Kelsey Klaus comes out. Clementina de Mar-a-Lago into the game for the Mustangs. Going to be some pressure defense here now by Skyline, but Fort Morgan does get the ball up into the front court. Keller out at the point, dribbles it down over to West Frasco on the far side. Frasco baseline, and that shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Hennessy, her second rebound of the night. Up court is Schindel. Now back out front to Hennessy. Going to dribble. Picks up her dribble. Now back to Schindel on the left wing. Being guarded by Christensen. Picks up her dribble. Now into the corner to Nebb. She's going to drive it down and then hands it off to Powers for the bucket. So 10-3 Falcons with just over 3 minutes to go here, first period. Christensen out front to Griffith over on the far side to Keller. Keller's going to drive it down the left baseline. That shot is going to be up and good by Keller. So far, Keller's the only girl in the scoring column tonight for the Mustangs. Going to get it back underneath to Schindel. She picks up her dribble. Now it's out on the right side, and that shot is going to be up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Keller. Keller brings it up, hands it off to Griffith. Griffith, Frasco on the far side. Now back over to Griffith. Griffith's going to shot from the right side is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Powers. Powers is going to take it all the way down, and then it's going to be knocked out of bounds, but I believe a foul is going to be called. We'll see who that's going to be on. I believe that is the second on Maddie Griffith. So Whitney Frasco comes out. Allie Bauman into the game for the Lady Mustangs. 10-5 Falcons with 2:16 left here, first period. Ball inbound. It's going to be, I thought it was going to be taken away by the Mustangs, but controlled out front by Powers. Schindel now to Nebb in the corner, and that shot is up and no good. Going to be off of the Falcons and out of bounds. So Fort Morgan to inbounds. They get it to Keller on the far side. 2 minutes left, first period. Allie Bauman gets it off to Keller. They need to get it across court. They do. Now to Maddie Griffith here on the near side, cross court to Christensen. Christensen for the three, and that is up and good by Christensen. Her first of the night. Now 10-8 Falcons with 1:40 left here, first period. McCrolla backs it out, being guarded by Griffith. Now it's going to be underneath the Powers, and that shot is going to be up and no good, going to be taken away by Christensen. And that was knocked out of bounds and rolled out on the far side. Last touch by Skyline. Autumn Wheatley into the game for Allie Christensen. With 1:21 left here, first period, the Mustangs down only 2, 10-8. Maddie Griffith over on the near side to Wheatley. Wheatley drives it down, picks up her dribble, and that ball is going to be out of bounds. She tried to get it underneath the Keller, but did not happen. So the Falcons now into the backcourt with McCrolla. Keeps that right-handed dribble alive out front with 1:03 left here, first period. Over on the far side to Nebb. Now Powers down at the baseline, now to Schindel, and now over to McCrolla, and that is going to be up and good by McCrolla, 12-8. Wheatley on the far side, now to Griffith. Griffith's going to drive it down to the right elbow. And that shot is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded and taken by Keller. Underneath, now to Bauman, and that shot is going to be up and no good, and then finally out of bounds off of the Falcons. So Fort Morgan to inbounds to Namara Longo over in the corner out front to Keller. Bauman to Griffith. Griffith for a three, and that is up and good by Maddie Griffith. Her first points tonight come from behind the arc. 12-11. That shot is going to be up but no good. Going to be rebounded by Griffith. With 14 seconds to go. Griffith off to Bauman to Wheatley. Wheatley into the lane. Now over to Griffith. Another three, and that's going to be off and over the rim. Taken away by Powers. Down with no time left here, and that is the way this first quarter will come to an end. So Nice fight back here by the Mustangs as they were down by 7. They fight back to 1, 12-11. They're on B106 and B106.com. So 12-11 as we enter the second quarter. Nice tight game here so far by both teams. Skyline with possession to start off this second period. Now a foul. It's going to be called out front. No foul. And that will be on Autumn Wheatley, be her first, team fourth. So they will inbound right baseline of their basket. And they do get it in to Schindel. Schindel's little shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Schindel. Back out front to McCrolla. McCrolla from the free throw line. That shot is going to be up and good by McCrolla. 4 points on the night for McCrolla. Griffith now to Wheatley over here on the near side. Picks up her dribble back out front to Griffith. Griffith keeps that dribble alive now to Bauman. Out to Keller for a three, and that is up and good for Lauren Keller. So 3 threes on the night by the Lady Mustangs. 8 points on the night for Keller. Now on the far side is Hennessy. She's going to pick up her dribble and give it off to Schindel. Now underneath, and that is going to be taken away by Keller. Hands off. Now to Wheatley here in the corner, back out to Griffith. Griffith to Wheatley. Wheatley with that left-handed dribble. Griffith from straight on. That three is off the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Christensen. And that pass is going to be thrown away on the far side. Bauman tried to get it underneath to Christensen. But did not get it to her. Went right by her. So McCrolla up across the half court being guarded by Griffith. Game tied here at 14, 6:28 to go here in the second period. Neb out front, and that ball is going to be a tie-up, and that possession arrow will go to the Lady Mustangs. Nice job there by Keller and Wheatley to tie up the ball. So the Mustangs with the ball over here on the near side to Wheatley. Wheatley gets it underneath to Christensen. Christensen tries to go up with it, but she is going to be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. We'll see who that goes on. That'll be on Powers. That will be her first. So Hallie Christensen to the line to shoot a couple, and that one's off the back of the rim and no good. The first Fort Morgan Mustang basket of the game is brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. And that free throw is up and good. Cargill works with the community to make sure there are jobs for the members of the communities they're in. So out front, Hennessy drives it down that right side. Now she picks up her dribble. Going to be taken away by Bauman. Gets it into the hands of Griffith. Griffith all the way down, but she is going to be called for the travel. So turnover Mustangs as the Mustangs lead it now 15-14 after that free throw by Christensen. Now on the far side to Powers. They're going to call a grab on the other side. That might be on Wheatley. That'll be her second. Skyline to inbound right baseline of their basket. Almost taken away by Keller. They get it into Schindel. Now over in the corner to Neb underneath. And that shot is going to be no good by McCrolla, but she was fouled on the shot. And that will be number 3 on Wheatley. That will send McCrolla to the line to shoot a couple, and that first one is off the back of the rim and no good. So Emma Wolf comes into the game now for the Mustangs, who have Christensen and Bauman, Keller, Wolf, and Griffith on the line. That next shot is up and good. So 5 points on the night from McCrolla. All tied up here at 15, 5:34 to go here in the first half. Over on the far side, Wolf for a three, and that's off the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Hennessy. And then a jump is going to be called. Nice tie-up underneath, but it will remain with the Falcons. So a little pressure here, put it on in the backcourt. Now over onto the far side to McCrolla. McCrolla gets it underneath, and that shot is going to be up and good by Powers. Griffith with the ball over to Keller here in the front court. Keller going to drive it down the lane. That shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by McCrolla. McCrolla gets it up past half court, gets it into the hands of Hennessy. Hennessy now with the dribble, picks it up over on the far side to Schindel. Schindel underneath the Powers once again. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Christensen. Now to Griffith. 4:38 to go. Bauman to Griffith, far side now to Wolf. Wolf picks up her dribble now to Christensen. Christensen's shot is up and no good, going to be rebounded by Hennessy. (17-15) Falcons. Now into the hands underneath the Schindel. And there'll be a foul called, and that will be on Allie Bauman. Bauman with her first. And that should send Schindel to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Let's see who we got coming into the game here. We have Destiny Pelton into the game. And I believe Tessa Frasco into the game also. First free throw is up and good by Schindel. 3 points on the night for Schindel, 17-15. 4:15 to go here, first half. Next free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be tipped around and out of bounds. But I believe they're going to call Keller for a foul on the rebound. She undercut the Falcon player. Oh, they're going to call it on Frasco. Tessa Frasco with her first. So that will send Powers, I believe, to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And that is off the rim and no good. Into the hands now of Griffith. She gets it up into the front court. Hands it off to Christensen and tossed out of bounds. Not a good pass by Griffith. So into the hands now of McCrolla, back into the hands now of Schindel. Schindel drives it down, going to kick it out underneath the Powers. Powers gives it to Schindel in the lane. Schindel's shot is going to be blocked, going to be taken away, and finally by Powers. Now to Schindel. Schindel's shot is going to be blocked. Nice job by Allie Christensen. And then the foul is going to be called on Schindel as she tried to get the ball back. So Whitney Frasco into the game. Allie, let's see who else is in. Destiny Pelton still in. Allie Bauman back into the game. For the Mustangs. Now to Bauman, over to Whitney Frasco, back into the game. Out front now to Griffith. Griffith back to Bauman. Frasco on the left side. Left wing picks up her dribble, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Bauman. So 4 turnovers here in this period for the Mustangs. I have 6 turnovers so far for the Mustangs as well as the Falcons. So 18-15 Falcons. Underneath the Powers. Powers layup is going to be up and good. Now a timeout. The 30-second timeout will be called by the Mustangs, we'll just keep it here. 3:07 left here, first half, as the Lady Mustangs are back down by 5 now, 20-15. They had clawed back and had gone ahead actually at one point, 15-14. Been outscored 6-0 here. And find themselves down now 20-15. So Powers is one of the leading scorers. She is the leading scorer for the Skyline Falcons. She averages 16 points a game and 10 rebounds. Schindel averages 11 points, 11 rebounds. Powers already with 10. 10 points now to Maddie Griffith. Griffith over on the near side to Bauman, back out to Griffith over on the far side, and that ball is going to be tipped away by Powers. Powers going to drive it all the way down, and that layup is going to be up and good. So 12 points on the night for Powers. 8-0 run here by the Falcons over on the nope, she was going to pass it over on the far side and came back near side to Pelton. Back out to Griffith on the far side to Frasco on the left wing. Going to try to get it underneath. And that ball is going to finally be taken away by Hennessy. McCrolla. The foul is going to be called before the shot. We'll see if that's going to be, it will be on Maddie Griffith. So I have 3 on Griffith. She may be coming out here shortly. She's only showing 2 on Maddie Griffith. That free throw is up and good by McCrolla. So only 2 on Griffith. Next free throw also up and good for McCrolla. Griffith now out at the point, gives it off to Bauman, back to Griffith. Griffith for a 3, and that is going to be just off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Nebb. Hennessy off on the far side now to Nebb. Nebb up front to Hennessy. Hennessy picks up her dribble. Nice lead pass to the corner. Now back to Schindel. Schindel at the left corner. Now to McCrolla for a 3 from the corner. So a 12-point lead here all of a sudden for the Skyline Falcons, 27-15. Frasco out front to Griffith, now on the near side to Bauman. And that's going to be off of Bauman and out of bounds as she goes to the floor. So 7 turnovers here in this period by the Lady Mustangs, as they are down now 12, 27-15. Powers with the ball up front, hands it off to Schindel. Now to Powers, or to Schindel. And that foul is going to go against the Falcons, I believe. And that will go on Schindel. I have her for 2, and that's only the 4th team foul. So Lauren Keller into the game for Allie Bauman. So a minute 20 left here in this opening half. The Lady Mustangs down 12. They were ahead at one point, 15-14. That shot is going to be up and good. By Griffith. Falcons with the ball in the front court. Now pass underneath. It's going to be taken away by Destiny Pelton. Keller back out to Christensen for a 3, and that is off the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded, and a jump is going to be called. Nice job there by Keller. So the Mustangs will retain possession as they will inbound right baseline of their basket. They get it into Pelton. Out front to Griffith, far side to Keller, back to Christensen for a 3, and that is up and good for Allie Christensen. Her second 3 of the night, 7 points on the night for Christensen, brings them to within 7, 27-20. Out front is McCrolla. McCrolla is going to drive it all the way down. Her layup is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Christensen. 15 seconds left here in this opening half. Down to 10. Griffith out front, keeping her dribble alive over on the far side to Frasco. Down to 6. Griffith's going to kick it out to Keller for the three, and that is off the side of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Pelton, up and no good at the buzzer. So that's the way this first half will come to an end with the Lady Mustangs down 7, 27-20. We will take a 3-minute break and be back with the halftime show here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Halftime here about over here at Fort Morgan High School. The Lady Mustangs down 27-20. So we'll see what the possession arrow will be to the Skyline Falcons. This game comes to an end. The boys will take on the Falcon boys. Hopefully scheduled for 7 o'clock. We will get that started on time. So the far side, as they look to get the ball in, they get it into Powers, hands it off to McCrolla. Back out front to Hennessy. Hennessy picks it up, hands it off to Ned. They're going to do a little weave here. Now back to McCrolla. Powers at the free throw line. Back out to McCrolla for a three, and that is up and good from McCrolla. Her second three of the night. So a 10-point lead for the Falcons. So Griffith cross court to Christensen, out front to Bauman. Bauman with the start here in this second half. Now over on the far side, it's going to be a shot up. I thought it was going to be a three. Up and shot is up and no good by Powers. Or the rebound to Powers, excuse me. Neb underneath the Powers. And she's going to get it off to Schindel. Up and good for Schindel. So not the way the Mustangs wanted to start out this second half. Now they're down 12. Over on the far side to Griffith. Griffith at the right elbow. Gets the ball back, and it's going to be tied up. So possession arrow to the Lady Mustangs, as they will now inbounds right baseline of their basket. Allie Bauman to inbounds. And she gets it into Christensen. Christensen for a three, and that is up and good for Allie Christensen. It's her third three of the night. 10 points on the night for Christensen. Now a 9-point lead here for the Falcons. Underneath the Schindel, little spin move, and that shot is going to be partially blocked and taken away by Bauman. Now Keller with the offensive foul. They're going to say that Schindel was set, so that foul will go on Lauren Keller. And that will be her second. That's where I missed that free throw, or that foul in the first half that I thought was on Griffith, but was on Keller. So Powers picks up her dribble out high. Is going to get it to Schindel. That's going to be through her hands and into the hands of Christensen. Now to Lauren Keller. Griffith dribbles down that right side. Her shot is going to come up just a little bit short, and it's going to be taken away by Hennessy. Schindel now hands off to Hennessy. Ball poked away momentarily, but Hennessy comes up with it. Now the ball is going to be tipped to Powers. Now a foul is going to be called on Keller. That will be her third. So the Falcons, the inbound right baseline of their basket, 32-23. Destiny Pelton is going to come in for Lauren Keller. As the Falcons look to get the ball in court, and they do get it in. That shot is going to be up and good by Powers. She was in quite a group there, but she got the ball up and in. 14 points on the night for Powers. 11-point lead now for the Lady Falcons. Griffith on the high right point over to Christensen. Back to Griffith out front. Griffith from the free throw line, and that shot is going to be up and good by Maddie Griffith. 7 points on the night for Griffith, 34-25 Falcons. Underneath now to Schindel. Her shot is going to be bounced around and no good. Going to come down to Powers, but taken away by the Mustangs, but then turned back over by the Mustangs. Now a foul is going to be called on the shot underneath. And that will go on Whitney Frasco. That will be her first. So that will send Schindel to the line to shoot 2. That free throw up and good. Both free throws good. And now up into the front court and a turnover there by the Mustangs. As they drive it into the lane, and that shot is going to be up and good on the shot by Nebb. And that foul is going to be on Destiny Pelton. Be her first. So with Nebb to go to the line to shoot 1. And that shot is around and no good, rebounded by Pelton. Now into the hands of Griffith. Kessa Frasco in, her cross-court pass to Christensen. Christensen out front to Griffith. Griffith's going to drive it down. Her shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Powers. Now saved on the far side. Nice job there, but it's going to be turned over by the Falcons. Now a foul is going to be called on the far side, and that will be on Hennessy, I believe, as she forced Christensen on the far side. So that will be her second. So the Mustangs to inbound right baseline of their basket with 4:16 left, 37-25. Falcons. Another three is up and no good. Going to be off of the Mustangs and out of bounds. So McCrolla gets it in to Powers, then back to McCrolla. She brings it up past half court. They get their offense set up. She hands it off to Nebb. Nebb to Powers at the free throw line. Looks and gives it back to Nebb. Now out front to Hennessy. Underneath, backhanded layup is up and no good. It's going to be finally taken by Powers. And that shot is going to count. And I'm not sure who they called that on. I thought they said 20. The shooter is 22. I'm not sure who the foul was on. They're going to get that straightened out here in a minute. See if we can see who that foul was on. They're trying to see who the foul was on. I don't know if they ever did get that straightened out, but Powers will go to the line to shoot 1. And that free throw is up and good by Powers. The 40-25, 15-point lead. They never did say who that foul was on. Now a timeout is going to be called by the Mustangs. It will be a full timeout, so we'll take one with them here with the Mustangs down 15, 40-25 on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. 40-25 with 3:42 left here as the Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket. And they get it into Christensen. Christensen's going to drive it down to the left elbow, and she tries to go up with it. No foul, or I think it's going to be blocked out of bounds, though, by the Falcons, as Coach Elrick was trying to tell the ref there in front of him. He came right down on her arm. Three by Griffith is going to be no good. Going to be rebounded by Hennessy. 6 on the night for Hennessy. Into the hands of Schindel. Shindle be guarded by Griffith over here on the near side. Now to Hennessy. Now to Powers. Powers going to kick it out to Schindel for a three, and that is off the rim and no good. And finally going to be taken away by Pelton. And now a foul is going to be called underneath, I believe, on Powers. That will be her second rebound. Good come down to Griffith. Now Allie Bauman into the game for Tessa Frasco. So Namara Longo onto the floor also for the Lady Mustangs. 3:10 left here, third period. Maddie Griffith drives it down, going to pop that one, and that one's going to be up and good for Griffith. 4 points here in this second half, 9 altogether for Maddie Griffith. Now up top to Neb, back out to Hennessy. Hennessy to Powers. Powers to Schindel. Schindel's going to drive it down, pick it up, and tries to find somebody. She does get it off now to Schindel. Back out front to McCrolla. McCrolla hands it off, but it's going to be taken away by the Lady Mustangs. And a foul called on McCrolla. That will be her first. Now the Mustangs inbounds, do get it into the front court. 2:33 left, down 13, 40-27. Pelton's going to try to get it underneath, and that's going to be knocked away and taken away by the Falcons. Now down court to the Falcons. That layup is going to be up and good by McCrolla. 15 points on the night by McCrolla. Griffith's going to be called for the travel on the far side. So Kelsey Klaus, Destiny Pelton, Emma Wolf, and Lauren Keller onto the floor now for the Lady Mustangs. So wholesale changes here by Mitch Elrick. With 2:05 left here, third period. Powers going to be a reach foul now on Keller. That will be 4 on Lauren Keller. So it looks like Tessa Frasco will, Caitlin Fajardo into the game for Lauren Keller. Falcons look to get the ball in. Powers with a little jumper. Net is going to be up and good by Powers. So 44-27, the game slipping away here for the Lady Mustangs. They'll have to make a valiant comeback here if they want to try to win this one tonight. Kelsey Klaus over on the near side now to Emma Wolf. Wolf now to Wheatley. She drops it, and it's going to be controlled by the Lady Mustangs. Kicks it back out to Klaus, now to Fajardo on the far side. Off to Wolf. Wolf's going to back it out with 1:24. Picks up her dribble now to Wheatley. Wheatley to Wolf. Wolf's going to stop, get it into Frasco. Back to Wolf. Wolf for a long three, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Whitney Frasco. And then a bad pass and a turnover as the ball gets into the back court. So Maddie Griffith into the game for Fajardo. 44-27. 1:07 left here, third period, as the Falcons get the ball into the hands of McCrolla. McCrolla is going to try to get it underneath to Powers. Powers back out to McCrolla, right wing. Picks up her dribble. Now back underneath the Powers into the lane. Going to hand it off to Schindel. Schindel over on the far side, and that 2 is going to be up and good by Hennessy. So 4 points on the night for Hennessy. So Griffith now up in the front court for the Mustangs. They're down 19 with just under a minute to go. Another turnover by the Mustangs. Bad pass into the middle. As McCrolla out front gives it off to Powers. Powers now to Schindel. Schindel in the key. Now underneath the Powers, wide open on the back cut. So 48-27. Shot is going to be up and good for the Mustangs. And that was Griffith once again. Now a steal by Maddie Griffith. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded as time runs out. So the Mustangs down 19, 48-29 as we go to the fourth period on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. So the Falcons with possession to start off this fourth period, up 19. Good pressure out front by the Lady Mustangs. Now to Schindel. Schindel in the key. They're going to pass it out now to McCrolla. McCrolla for a three, and that is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Keller, and then she is fouled. But helped up by McCrolla. So McCrolla with the foul, her second. And Keller with the rebound. Griffith into the front court. Numero Longo onto the court for the Lady Mustangs. Now in front to Keller. Keller's going to drive it into the lane. Layup is going to be up and no good, and then a push foul is going to be called. And that will go on Schindel. That will be her third. Send Lauren Keller to the line to shoot two. Mustangs were outscored in that third period, 21-9. So Lauren Keller at the free throw line, and her first free throw is off the right side of the rim and no good. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Fill up your cooler and gas up your car at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient. Make them the only stop you need on your way to the big game. That next free throw is up and good for Keller. 9 points on the night for Keller. Powers dribbles it right down and now gives it off over into the far corner. Back out front to Schindel, or to McCray. Now to Schindel out at the point. On the near side now to Hennessy. They get it underneath the Powers. Powers dribbles it in, and that shot is going to be up and no good. Gets her own rebound. A little backwards layup is going to be up and good by Powers. Now over on the far side to Christensen. That three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Powers. And she brings the ball down court, hands it off now to McCrolla. McCrolla now on the near side to Anson. First time she's been in tonight. Abby Anson, a freshman. Now a foul is going to be called on Numero Longo on the push. And she tried to go for the ball. So that will be her first. So that will send Schindel to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That first shot is up and good. So 51-30, a 21-point lead now for the Falcons. That next shot also up and good. Christensen with the back behind the pass to Griffith. Griffith now over to Keller out on the right wing. Keller's going to drive it down back out to Griffith. Griffith going to drive down that right side. And then she ends up losing it out of bounds on the far side. So Mustangs with 7 turnovers in that third period. 16 altogether. And now a full timeout is going to be taken by the Falcons. We'll take one with them here with the Mustangs down by 22, 52-30 with 6:28 to go here in the game on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. So the Falcons get the ball in, drive it all the way down, and goes up with the layup and also is fouled. We'll see who that foul is going to be on. And that will be on Numero Longo. And the bucket was good by McCrolla. So Maddie Griffith comes out. And that free throw was up and good. Allie Bauman, into the game for the Mustangs. Now a blocking foul is going to be called on the far side as Griffith went up for the ball. And now whoever created the foul is now down on the ground. I can't see who it is. So we'll see what they want to do here now as the Mustangs are down 25, 55-30. And that foul will go on McCrolla. Will be her third, and she's the one down on the ground right now. They're apparently calling for one of the parents to come out and take a look at her. So we're going to take a short break here as they tend to Allie McCrolla on the floor on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. I'm back here at Fort Morgan High School. Allie McCrolla still down on the floor. I'm not sure where they're trying to attend. I don't know if she hit her head when she fell backwards or maybe on her tailbone. I'm not sure just what the problem is. They're going to try and stand her up here, I believe, here in a minute. And they do get her up. Hopefully she will be okay. She's not putting any weight on her right leg. So hopefully she'll come out of this okay. But she was called for the foul. 55-30 Lady Falcons. Boys will be coming up after this game. Next contest for these Lady Mustangs will be on Thursday at Meade. They will play at 5:30. John Beltran will have that game along with the boys' game on Thursday night. So Maddie Griffith to the line to shoot 2, and that first one is up and good for Griffith. She was in the process of shooting. And that next free throw is in and out. It went halfway down and came back out. Rebound to Powers. Powers hands it off over on the far side to Hennessy. Hennessy now picks up her dribble. And now a jump is going to be called, and that will be possession arrow to the Mustangs. So nice job there on the tie-up. So Destiny Pelton in for Numero Longo. So the Mustangs, the inbounds, far side, 3/4 court as they try to get the ball in, and they do get it into Griffith up into the front court. Griffith from the baseline is going to be up and good for Maddie Griffith. 3 points here in the fourth period for Griffith, 55-33. Now Schindel with it, and she's going to hand it off to Neb. And that shot is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Griffith. Griffith up into the front court. Gets it off over now to Bauman on the right wing underneath, but that's going to be taken away by Schindel. And now a foul is going to be called in the back court. And if that's going to be on Lauren Keller, that will be 5 on Keller. So Keller will be out with the 5 fouls. Emma Wolf comes in. Allie Christensen back into the game for Whitney Frasco. So we have Pelton, Christensen, Bauman, Wolf, and Griffith on the floor for the Lady Mustangs. Now shooting the 1-and-1 up and no good is going to be Powers, rebounded by Pelton. Cross-court pass now back up to Maddie Griffith underneath to Christensen. And, Griffith with the shot is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Powers. 10 rebounds on the night for Powers. She gets it up into the front court with 5 minutes to go, 55-33 Falcons. Back out to Powers. They look like they're going to take some air out of this ball here. Get it off to Anson. Now to Neb on the far side. And a jump is going to be called, but possession arrow will stay with the Falcons as they will inbounds left of their basket on the baseline. And that was not a good pass in by the freshman. Turnover now by the Falcons as the Mustangs will inbounds now to Griffith. 4:45, 55-33 Falcons. And now a timeout is going to be called here by the Mustangs. Looks like it will be a full timeout, so we'll take one with them. 4:41 left to go here. The Mustangs down 22 on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Mustangs get the ball in, and a three-point shot by Allie Christensen up and no good, rebounded by Powers. That is her 11th rebound of the night. Now back out front to Powers. Now it's going to be tipped away, but they're going to call Maddie Griffith for the foul. That will be her third, team 10th. So that will send Powers to the line to shoot 2. And that first free throw is up and good by Powers. 56-33. Next free throw is off the front of the rim, no good, tipped around and finally taken by Schindel, and her shot is going to be back up and good. Off the rebound, so 58-33. Maddie Griffith from the baseline tries to go up with it, and she is going to be fouled at the baseline. And that foul is going to be on Hennessy. That will be her third. So Maddie Griffith to the line, I believe, to shoot 2. So Autumn Wheatley into the game. And Emma Wolf also comes out. Emma Wolf does come out. So that free throw is up and no good, taken away by Schindel. Schindel picks it up and being guarded out front. Now she hands it off to Nab over on the far side to Hennessy, being guarded by Frasco. And that ball is going to be taken away. Turnover, Falcons. Autumn Wheatley with a layup, and that is going to be up and good for Autumn Wheatley. Now full court pressure. Now a foul is going to be called, and that will be on Griffith. That will be her 4th. So we'll see who goes to the line here. That will be Powers back to the line to shoot 2. And that first free throw is off the side of the rim and no good. So 58-35. Falcons with 3:29 left. That off the rim, off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Christensen, her 5th of the night. And now ball gets into the hands of Griffith. She drives it down that right side. Christensen for a 3, and that is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Powers. So big night for Powers on the boards and also scoring. Schindel back to Powers out at the point. Over on the far side to Hennessy. Just under 3 minutes to go here. Now over on the far side to Anson. Anson to Schindel. And a jump is going to be called on the far side. Nice job there on the tie-up by the Lady Mustangs. As Namara Longo and Emma Wolf come in. Allie Christensen and Autumn Wheatley come out. 2:52 to go here in the game as they roll the ball in, and Griffith picks it up, gets it into the front court, has a little tough time with the dribble, is going to drive it all the way down, and her shot is going to be blocked out of bounds, but a foul is going to be called on the shot, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is on Hennessy. So back to the line is Griffith to shoot 2. And that free throw is up and good for Maddie Griffith. Griffith with free throw number 2, 58-36. And that free throw also up and good for Griffith. Namara Longo with pressure in the back court. Now a foul is going to be called on Namara Longo. And she was riding Schindel. So Namara Longo with her 3rd. So Schindel to the line where she is tonight. 4 of 5. And that is off the left side of the rim and no good. Still 58-37. With 2:40 to go here. And that free throw up and good by Schindel. Maddie Griffith gets the ball into the front court. Now the ball tipped away momentarily. Now Griffith with the ball. She's going to drive it down, kicks it off to Wolf. Wolf for a three. That is no good. Rebounded by Powers. Now she hands it off to Schindel, back to Powers out at the point. 2:19 left, 59-37. So the girls will go to 1 and 12. Now a foul was called out front, and that will be on Pelton. That will be her second, sending Powers back to the line to shoot two. So Powers with a big night. She has 13 rebounds on the night so far. And that free throw is up and good. 25 points, I believe, so far on the night for Powers. Whitney Frasco back in for Namera Longo. That free throw also up and good by Powers. Maddie Griffith into the front court, 61-37. A three from the corner, and that is up and no good, but a foul is going to be called on Hennessy as Christensen went to shoot the three, and that should be 5 on Hennessy, and it is. So Hallie Christensen will go to the line to shoot 3. She has 10 points on the night so far for the Lady Mustangs. That first free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. Lady Mustangs will fall to 1 and 12 in league play, 5 and 15 overall. Skyline will improve to 7 and 5. That free throw is up and good by Christensen. 7 and 5 in league play, 12 and 7 overall. She will shoot number 3, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Powers. 14 on the night by Powers. She gets it up into the front court, now hands it off to Schindel. Schindel is going to be fouled by Frasco. I'm not sure why they're fouling here down by 61-38. But that will send Schindel to the line to shoot 2. And that free throw is in and out by Schindel. So Autumn Wheatley in for Emma Wolf. Next free throw is up and good for Schindel. Maddie Griffith into the front court. Going to drive it down, going to try to get it underneath, but it was kicked out of bounds by Schindel. So 1:49 to go, 62-38 Falcons. Get it into Christensen on the right side. Christensen in the lane, going to finally stop and pop, and that comes up short, going to be rebounded by Wheatley. And now a shot is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Wheatley once again. And a jump is going to be called, possession to the Falcons. So they get the ball into Powers. Powers now gets it up court into the hands of Nebb. Back to Powers. Powers with a layup, and that is going to be up and good by Powers. Minute 22, 64-38. Christensen, a jumper from the corner, is going to be up and good for Hallie Christensen. And now foul called in the backcourt on Kelsey Klaus. Klaus' second. So Schindel back to the line to shoot 2 more. That first free throw is up and good. This is the 8th free throw that she'll be shooting here just in this quarter. And that free throw also up and good. Griffith picks the ball up with 1:10, gets it into the front court to set up their offense. Christensen in the corner for a three, and that is up and off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Powers. Once again, 15 on the night by Powers. And we're waiting to see who. Yes, a full timeout was taken here by the Falcons. We'll take one with them here. Mustangs down 66-40 with just under a minute to go here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Mustangs down 66-40 here with 58 seconds left. As we will get the ball thrown in here by Jenny Dunder. As the Falcons have brought in a number of new players. Shot is going to be up and no good, going to be taken away. It was blocked actually by Kelsey Klaus. So Maddie Griffith on the right side keeps possession now up front to Whitney Frasca, far side to Christensen. Her three is going to be up and no good. And it's going to be out of bounds off of the Falcons, so the Mustangs will retain possession on their end. So into the game is Crystal Alvarez. Now Kelsey Klaus in the corner to Christensen, back to Maddie Griffith in the corner. Her three is up and good for Maddie Griffith. So a nice night here for Maddie Griffith. 66-43 with 20 seconds left. Anson in the far corner being guarded by Wheatley. Now out front to Basha. Going to be taken away by Griffith. Now a foul is going to be called on the far side by Basha. Be her first. So that will send Griffith back to the line with 10 seconds left. To shoot 2 free throws, and that first one is up and good for Maddie Griffith. So she will shoot second free throw, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Klaus, and up and good by Kelsey Klaus. Full court pressure here by the Mustangs with no time left here, so that's the way this game will come to an end, as the Mustangs will lose it by 20, 66-46, as they shake hands here after the Mustangs fall to now 1-12 overall or in league play, and 4-15 overall. The Skyline Falcons will go to 7-5 and 12-7 as we await now. No, they're going to have some senior night things going on here, so we'll go ahead and take our 3-minute break and be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. The Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Morgan Community College is there to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Well, the Lady Mustangs fall tonight 66-46 to the Lady Falcons of Skyline. The leading scorer for the Skyline Falcons was Alicia Powers with 28, and that goes along with her 15 rebounds. So big, strong night for Miss Powers from Skyline. She is followed up by Allie McCrolla. She had 18. Then Lindry Schindel with 14. Molly Hennessy with 4. And Charlie Nebb with 2 for their 66 points. Tonight for the Lady Mustangs have Maddie Griffith with 20. Allie Christensen with 13. Lauren Keller with 9. Autumn Wheatley and Kelsey Klaus each with 2 for the Fort Morgan Mustangs 46. And for the Mustangs from the line. They were 50%, 8 of 16 in the game. The Falcons were 16 of 24 for 66%. I had the Mustangs with 18 turnovers, and the Falcons with 14. So senior night here at Fort Morgan High School as senior introductions are being taken place out here at center court. The Mustangs were down 1 after 1, 12 to 11. Then they were down 7 at halftime, 27 to 20. And then they were down by 19, 48 to 29, and then lost it by 20, 66 to 46. They big quarter that they lost it in basically was that third quarter. They were outscored 21 to 9 after being down by 7. So that put them behind the 8 ball in that third quarter. And then trying to catch up was a monumental task. It just couldn't be done. So for the as far as rebounds, I have the Mustangs with 23, and the Lady Falcons with 28, and 15 of those came from Alicia Powers. So nice night for Alicia Powers. As I said, she does average the double-double, but tonight she was 28 points and 15 rebounds. So our Fort Morgan Mustangs player of the game, and that is brought to you by Transwest. Transwest believes that customers are number one. Check out their selection online or just stop by one of their dealerships in Fort Morgan or Sterling today. So on senior night here at Fort Morgan High School, we will go with the seniors that played here tonight for the Mustangs, and those seniors were Whitney Frasco, Maddie Griffith, and Kelsey Klaus. And Maddie Griffith did have a big night. I had her with 20 points and 3 rebounds. She did have 4 fouls, but a nice job here by the seniors here tonight. Whitney Frasco did not score tonight. Kelsey Klaus did have 2 points for the Lady Mustangs. So congratulations to those seniors. They will have 3 games left in league play. They will play at Meade on Thursday night, then back here at home on Saturday night at 5:30 against Frederick, and then they will finish out the season at Roosevelt on the 15th. And as things sit right now, if it stays where they are, the Lady Mustangs are sitting at number 35 in the RPI, and they take 48. So right now they should be, unless they fall dramatically in that RPI, they should make it into the playoffs. I don't know where they would play. That is something to be determined a couple of weeks from now. So the Skyline Falcons, they're sitting at 18. Of course, they will be in the playoffs when they're done in 3 weeks. As far as the RPI and the rest of the league, Holy Family sits at 6, Berthoud at number 8, Erie at number 24, Roosevelt at 30, Meade at 40, and Frederick right on the line at 48. In the rankings in 4A, the Holy Family was sitting at 6, Berthoud at number 9 in the rankings this week. Windsor in 5A is sitting at number 8. This is a 5A, 4A league, Tri-Valley League, and Windsor is the 5A team here for the Wizards. So we will take a break and come back and look at some of the stats for the boys as we get ready for the Fort Morgan boys against the Skyline Falcons here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com.